Welcome to the 2019 Upward Bound Recognition Ceremony in Banquet. My name is Mayra Barrera, the director of the Upward Bound program, and on behalf of our interim president, Dr. Carrie Diatley, our executive dean of student services, Lupe Gonzalez, and all of the Upward Bound staff, we welcome you tonight. At this time, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance led by Brianna.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And let's honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please remain standing for the invocation led by Alyssa Hinojosa.
Let us pray. Loving God, bless all those gathered here today as we come together in friendship and fellowship. Thank you for the blessings of our individual and collective God-given gifts. Place in our hearts the desire to make a difference to our families, to our community, to our country, and to the many cultures and peoples worldwide. Give us balance in times of distraction and uncertainty. Help us move towards our goals with determination and always with an abundant sense of humor. Thank you for food in a world where many know only hunger, for our faith in a world where many know fear, for our friends in a world where many know only loneliness. Please bless this food we are about to share, those who prepared it, those who serve it, and those who have worked to make today the special occasion it is. For all of this, we give you thanks. In Jesus Christ our Lord. Amen.
Please be seated. I would like to acknowledge a few Coastal Bend College distinguished guests who are here with us tonight. When I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Interim President, Dr. Carrie Diatley. Executive Dean of Student Services, Lupe Gonzalez. If there are any other faculty and staff from Coastal Bend College, will you please stand and be recognized? I would also like to recognize all of the Upward Bound full-time staff and summer staff, without whom the summer program would not have been possible. Please stand and be recognized. Finally, I would like to thank all the parents, guardians, and families of our students for allowing their children to join us this summer. Your support is vital to the success of your child and of the program. Please give yourselves a hand. I would now like to introduce our keynote speaker for the evening, Interim President Dr. Carrie Diatley. Dr. Diatley has worked in higher education since 1998. She has been involved with various initiatives such as Complete College America, Ohio Equity STEM Pipeline, Secondary Career Technical Alignment Initiative, and Achieving the Dream at various higher education institutions. In addition, she has worked with both Higher Learning Commission and the Southern Association of Colleges and Schools Commission on colleges with accreditation. She is listed on the SACSCOG Evaluator Registry after completion of the peer evaluator training offered by SACSCOG. She has worked closely with K-12 partners as well as industry partners to serve the communities within Ohio, West Virginia, and Alabama. Dr. Diatley joins Coastal Bend College after serving in the role of Chief Academic Officer as the Dean of Instruction at Central Alabama Community College in Alexander City, Alabama. Dr. Diatley previously served West Virginia Northern initially as Dean of Academic Affairs, then was named Interim Vice President of Academic Affairs shortly after Dr. Riley, who held that job, was selected Northern's president. After a national search process to fill that position, Dr. Diatley was named VPAA. Prior to working at Northern, Dr. Diatley was Associate Vice President for Academic Affairs at New River Community and Technical College in Beckley, West Virginia. Dr. Diatley also served in some interim roles at New River Community and Technical College, including as Interim Vice President of Academic Affairs, Interim Campus Dean at Summersville Campus, and Interim Campus Dean at the Advanced Technology Center in Beaver, West Virginia. Dr. Diatley was nominated for the Greatest Contributor Award after her first year at New River Community and Technical College. Previous to New River, she served in several positions at Southern State Community College in Hillsborough, Ohio, including Dean of Career and Technical Education, Medical Assisting Program Director, and Medical Assisting Instructor. Dr. Diatley was included in Ohio Magazine in 2009 with their Excellence in Education feature as an outstanding faculty member in Ohio colleges and universities. In addition, Dr. Diatley in 2009 began teaching as an online instructor in healthcare administration for Kaplan University Online, now Purdue Global University. She holds membership in a number of professional organizations and has been an active volunteer with several community service groups. Dr. Diatley was awarded the Outstanding Community Advocate Award in 2011 by Lindsey Wilson College. She earned her doctorate in Educational Leadership Higher Education Administration from Argosy University, Sarasota, Florida, her Master of Science in Business Administration from Franklin University in Columbus, Ohio, a Bachelor of Arts in Organizational Management from Midway Kentucky College, and an Associate in Applied Science degree in Medical Assisting from Southern State Community College in Hillsborough. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Diatley.
Thank you so much. I'm so glad to get to speak to this group tonight. I really was glad to be invited even to come and to be the guest speaker. So that's to talk about my journey. So I kind of want to do that this evening because when she was reading off my past history of higher education, and if you would have told me back when I was in high school that I would end up as an interim president in South Texas, I would have said, you're crazy. There's no way. Because my ideal going to college, I was a first-generation college student, and I went to my local community college in Ohio. And part of that, I have to say, goes back to my grandmother. My grandmother had 10 children. She never got past the 8th grade in school because she had to drop out at that time, and she loved education. And during my high school years, she developed colon cancer, which she eventually died of and passed away. But during that time, she looked at me and she wanted me to promise to her that I would go to school. And she said, I want you to promise me that you'll go get your college education. She also wanted me to promise to be a nurse, which I didn't end up doing that. I ended up being a medical assistant. But I said, hey, that's close, right? But I was glad that she encouraged me to do that. And when I went to the community college, I did go after my high school year. It took me 3 years to get through there. And when I was done with that education, I went to work in the healthcare field. And at that point in time, I'll be honest with you, I thought that was my college education. I thought I was done. And I even looked at my husband at the time and I said, okay, I've been to college, now it's your turn to go to college. And he went for a term and said, this is not for me. I'm not going to do this. And went into welding, which he was a welder. He's been a welder all his life. But what I wanted to give you with that message is that sometimes our journey is one thing to us, and we have plans and goals, which are great. But then sometimes our journey takes a different turn, and that turn can be for a lot better. During that time, working in healthcare, I already had 2 daughters, and I was pregnant with my 3rd daughter, and I was working with a hospital. And I thought, this is not what I want to do the rest of my life. And I thought, there's more for me to do. And at the time, when I was working with my bachelor's, I wanted to be a drug rep. I thought, man, they wear nice clothes, they drive nice cars, that's something for me, that's what I want to do. And as I was working on my bachelor's degree, the CEO of the hospital came to me and she said, the community college, the one I graduated from, is looking for a teacher to teach in medical. Why don't you apply for that? I think you would be a good teacher. That was never, ever on my radar. And so I did do it. I thought, go for it. Go put in an application. And I'll never forget that process even, because it was kind of intimidating. because I interviewed with the president then, the vice president. I interviewed with this hiring committee, which is you walk into a room and there's 7 people behind this table. Then you talk with the faculty. And somebody, you walk into that situation, you're like, wow. And I'll never forget, the president looked at me and said, what is your background in teaching? And I said, well, I teach Sunday school, And I said, well, they hired me anyway. But it really was life-changing for me, because when I got into the classroom and I got the opportunity to share with people in my class my profession, what I love, and encouraging them that they could do the same thing that I did. And so during that time, I had a 4th daughter working on my master's degree, and I tell the story in regards to, working full-time, having 4 kids, and doing my homework. And one time I was working at the computer, and I felt this pain in my elbow, and I was like, oh, what is that? It was my daughter biting my elbow because she wanted my time, she wanted my attention. And, so I said, well, I need to start to find a different time to do my homework. So I would get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning when everybody else was quiet, and I would do my work during that time. And there were a lot of times when I thought, oh, I'm never going to make it through this. That's a lot of work. But I did, and I'm so glad that I did. And I'm thankful for the opportunities and journey. And I want you to also, as you start on your journey, there may be times when you think, oh, I can't do this. There may be times when you may have to stop out a second. And there's no shame in that. I said the first degree, it took me 3 years to get through a 2-year degree. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time. But if you want to finish it, keep doing it. Keep going for that goal. And sometimes your goals change, but that's okay too. Because I have a lot better than what I thought I was going to be, honestly. And you guys can do that too. And I think this Upward Bound program, the opportunities that you got to do, and the experiences, that's wonderful. And I'm going to encourage you to keep going and keep doing. And if you need to find someone to talk to, your family, your support, your friends, to help you get through it. Because I'll tell you, I had that, and I'm thankful for that. Because I had family and friends to help get me through that. So that's what I would want to share with you this evening, is that keep going, keep doing, strive for those goals, make those goals, but don't be afraid that sometimes things happen that make you stop out or pause, or even change your goals slightly, because there could be even better for you out there that you don't even know. Okay? Thank you for this opportunity to speak with you this evening. I appreciate it.
And I'm from Pettis. Upward Bound has helped me so much. I first heard about it going into high school from my mother. She was part of it herself during her high school years. I remember it was yesterday when I met Miss Ramirez, sitting in the hallway, my 8th grade year, recruiting fellow students and myself. This is when I knew opportunity and destiny came together as one. I had the opportunity to join the summer session after my 8th grade year going into high school. Ever since I have been part of Upward Bound. I love this program so much that I dedicated myself to come to every event and every meeting as much as possible. I remember every trip that we went on and the great times I had with friends and with the full-time staff and summer staff. Coming from a small community to this program, they were able to get me out of my comfort zone. I was shy towards people. And I got to meet fellow students in the program that were from different towns and different backgrounds. Upward Bound was becoming like a family. I had made new friends in this program that I probably would have never met if I didn't join. The program pushed us all to do great in school and to continue our education and helped by offering free tutoring. With the free tutoring, my grades have gotten a lot better from what I was making before I joined. Later on, they offered students who graduated high school to participate in the Bridge program to get a head start in college and not be lost what to do when we left. During my studies here at Coastal College, Upward Bound has always supported me every step of the way. to even where they were even at my graduation, my CBC graduation. Upward Bound will always be part of my life as I hope to be part of theirs. I want to thank the staff being there for me every step of the way. I also want to thank the president of Coastal Bend College for helping and supporting this program. For the opportunities that I have been given from this program and what I learned from this staff in this institution, I hope to take it out into the world and make it better than how I find it. I also hope to inspire others, like how this program has inspired me to continue education and to do good.
Thank you, Alyssa. I would now like to introduce our other student speaker representing the Upward Bound Rural Program, Haley Sigford. Good evening, students, parents, and staff. My name is Haley Sigford, and I have recently graduated from Moden High School. I've only been in the Upward Bound program for 2 years, but before that I was in the TRIO program. I'd like to start my speech with telling you about who I was before this program. Growing up, my brother and I were single-handedly raised by my mother. She raised us both off a part-time teacher salary. With times when money was tight, college didn't really seem like an option for me. Things began to get easier until I got into high school. With high school comes questions. What colleges are you looking at? What career do you want to pursue in? As a student who had just entered high school, I wasn't worried about college yet. I was worried about getting through my freshman year. At the beginning of my second semester of my freshman year, my counselor approached me with the TRIO application. She told me, if you're thinking about college, this will be a great program to apply for. So at first I didn't think much of it. I put the application in my backpack, and I forgot about it for a couple of weeks. I forgot about it until my counselor had asked me if I filled it out. So I filled it out that day and was selected to be a part of the program. Of course, roughly a year and a half later, I was transferred into the Upward Bound program. This program has encouraged me to go to college. This program is the reason I got to explore many college campuses to help me keep my options open. This program is also the reason I have some of the greatest long life friends: Tyler, Gabby, Marilisa, Alyssa, Roy, Lauren, Martha, Hugo, Roxy, Ayana, Julia, Ryan, and Ray. You guys never fail to put a smile on my face, and I'm so thankful this program brought us together. To the incredible staff we have, Val, Myra, Stephanie, Bella, Miss Ramirez, Automati, Miss Flores, Miss Garcia, Miss Janice, and many others. We thank you for continuing to give back to us. Without your continuous help and dedication to these programs, a lot of us would never experience college firsthand. Without you in this program, our dreams would still be dreams and not plans of our future. I will now leave you guys with my favorite quote from The Office. I wish there was a way to know you're in the good old days before you've actually left them. Thank you, Upward Bound, for the greatest gifts, knowledge, and friendships. Catch you on the flippity flip. Thank you, Haley. We will now begin the presentation of awards recognizing our pre-college and bridge summer program participants. Before we get started, I just wanted to share with you a little information about what these summer programs entail. So first, let's talk about the pre-college program. So these are the students who are still high school students, have not yet graduated from high school, and they take different enrichment courses to prepare them for next year's courses. So students take classes such as math, English, cultural studies, science, music, art, and PE. At this time, Upward Bound advisor Sarah Garcia will join me in recognizing the Upward Bound pre-college participants.
First up, this is the completion of the summer 2019. We have Rachel from Blue. Next up is Alyssa Carrasco. Nicholas Russell. Brandon Dane. Elena Davila. Elena De Leon. Gabriella Fisher. Alyssa Gloria. Antonia Gonzalez. Gabriela Gonzalez. Hugo Guerrero. Aliyah Lopez. Jessica Martinez. Ryan Martinez. Erica Mata. Marissa Mata. Megan Mendoza. Michael Saseta. Alicia Selby. Ray Serrano. Josiah Siniga. Ayana Tate. Lillian Ibata.
Congratulations to all the Upward Bound pre-college students. Let's give them a hand. We will now recognize the Upward Bound Bridge students. To tell you a little bit about this program, so this is for the high school students who just graduated, and so the idea is that this program serves as the bridge between high school and college. So our bridge students took 2 summer courses with us, as well as spent many hours in study hall, which they can attest to, and at this time we'd like to recognize them.
First up, we have Maricela Castellano. Marilisa Estrada. Roxana Fidel. Alyssa Gonzalez. Lauren Guerrero. Tyler Hester. Alyssa Hinojosa. Rory Ramon.
And just to share a little something about Roy, in case you hadn't seen the slideshow, he's actually joining the Air Force. So he'll be continuing his college studies while he's there.
Martha Gutierrez. Brianna Wilson.
Let's give all our Upward Bound Bridge participants a round of applause. We will now have Director Valentin Stinson along with advisor Stephanie Collis to recognize the Liberty College and Bridge students for the Upward Bound Rural Program.
So I guess that you're here, we had a great time. So, what y'all need to do is give your parents a round of applause for the 11 minutes. And to the bridge kids, I will miss you, but I want you to always know who said that. You got one here with me, right? With every group that graduates, I see you go. So understand that you always have a place, you always have a home with Upper Bound, the other field program. Every time they ask me a question, I'm like, no. But it's because we care about you so much. Just like everybody in this room wants us. So, right now we're going to recognize our underground because participants.
Alrighty, so first we have Mr. Eric Carrillo. Next we have Maricel Lemos. Gabrielle Pena. Liliana Sanchez. Maribel Sanchez.
So, I would like to recognize our bridge participants. These are the students that they get the opportunity to experience college at the same time. Sorry, Bernie. Bernie's my eggplant. So, our bridge participants, every summer, they get to stay in the dorms like the pre-college kids, but they get to experience college firsthand. It's kind of like they're graduating out of the nest of trio. So today we recognize the three that's leading.
Emma Guzman. Julia Martinez. And last but not least, Haley Sigford.
Let's give all of our pre-college and bridge students a round of applause. At this time, the Executive Dean of Student Services, Lupe Gonzalez, will leave us with closing remarks.
Good evening, everyone. I'm trying to remember what the closing remarks are. I'm kidding. What I'd like to say at this time is I'd like to have all the bridge students stand up. Stand up. Okay. Look at your guests, whomever you have here, parents, aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, cousins. Thank them by applauding for them because they have helped you reach these goals in life, and they'll continue to be here. So let's give them a big round of applause here for supporting you. Thank you. You have a seat. I wish you a lot of luck. It's been tremendous having you be part of our trio family here at Cold Spring College. Whether it was 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years for some of you, it's been an awesome ride, I assume. Am I correct? Yes? No? Maybe so? Yes, ma'am. Oh, okay, well, very good. You take a lot with you, and since we've given you a lot, we expect a lot from you. We expect you to stick with your goals, and if you need assistance, like Mr. Stinson mentioned, you've got a home here, believe me, and you have a home. Okay? Congratulations to all. Congratulations to all the other students that will be returning. How many of you will be returning? Stand up. Stand up. I want to see you. I know you see. Okay, very good. Welcome back. It'll be fun. Stay with us and bring some of your friends. I'm sure they're going to be recruiting new participants. So bring some of your friends along. Thank you folks for being here with us at this time where it comes to a close. We hate to say goodbye, so we won't say goodbye. We'll say see you later. Good evening, everyone.